Hello students, let us continue with our today's session. Today I'll be continuing with the 7th chapter, that is statistics. In the previous session we have learned few important concepts. Let us quickly have a recap of it. We have learned about class, that is definition of it. When the observations are divided into suitable groups, each of the groups is called as class. Then I have told you about class limit. Each class is bounded by two figures which are called as class limits. For example, if 6 to 10 is the class, yes, the figure to the left side, I have already explained all this. I hope you remember what is lower limit, the lower number or the least number. The figure to the left side is called as the lower limit. The figure to the right side, that is a higher number of these two, is called as the upper limit. The 6 is the lower limit and 10 is the upper limit. Correct? Then we have learned about frequency. The total number of observations into each class is called as frequency of that class. So all this I have already asked you to write. I hope you are writing it in your notebook. Important concepts to remember. Right? Now, the next important concept. See, in this chapter there are few important concepts, definitions which you need to write, and it will be useful for you even in 10th standard. So please write the definitions. Now then, the next important definition is class width or class size of a class interval. It is also called as range, R-A-N-G-E. Okay, it is also called as range. Now what is this class width? When the continuous classes are given, the difference between the upper class limit and the lower class limit is called as the class width. Now I'll explain you this with the help of an example. Suppose I give you classes like 0 to 5 and they want which type of classes? Continuous classes. 5 to 10. Yes, 10 to 15. Now, what is the class width or class size or range as I have told you? Range, the formula is always the upper limit minus the lower limit. You take any class interval in this. Yes, always the range will be constant and the formula is upper limit minus the lower limit. Now suppose I take this class. What is the upper limit here? 10. 10 minus 5. So the range or width of this class is 5. I hope it is clear to you. Yes. What is class width or class size? It is upper limit minus lower limit. Now see this example. If 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20 are the given classes. Class width of 5 to 10 is, as I have given you the formula, you can make a note of it. It is upper limit minus the lower limit. So 10 minus 5, that is 5. So if I give you any classes and I ask you to find the width or the range or the class size, what you have to simply do is subtract the upper and the lower limit and get the answer. I hope this new concept is understood to you. Write the definition along with the example. Okay? And you can even write the formula. Class width or class size is equal to upper limit minus lower limit. Okay? Yes. Let us move to the next important concept, that is class mark. Right? Now what is this class mark? It is average of the lower class limit and upper class limit for a given classes is known as class mark. Now I know reading this you must have not understood anything. I am explaining it. Average means what? Average means added and then divided by number of observation. Now in this there are two observations only, like lower class limit and upper class limit. So the formula for class mark is lower limit plus upper class limit upon 2. From where do I get this 2? I get this from this word average. I am adding it and dividing it by 2. Okay. Now an example also is shown here so that you understand the definition nicely. Class mark of the class 11 to 15. Suppose I give you a class like 11 to 15 and I ask you to find out the class mark or midpoint. What you will do? You will add these two. Lower limit plus upper limit. So 11 plus 15 upon 2. 26 upon 2, it is 13. So class mark of the class 11 to 15 is 13. Okay. So this is the second very important definition to remember for this chapter. First was range or class width and second is class mark. Okay. So write this definition along with the example. Okay. Now with this we come to practice set 7.3, question number 1. See the first question. Now these are very easy sums. For the class interval 20 to 25, they have given you this class interval. Write the lower class limit and the upper class limit. Now as easy as what is the lower class limit written to the left side, it is 20. What is the upper class limit written to the right side, it is 25. You don't have to add or subtract anything, simply you have to write lower class limit is a lower number, that is 20. Upper class limit is the highest number, that is 25. Okay, so this can be asked as 1 mark, or maybe 2 questions can be asked for half marks each. Okay, so this was based on the definition which I gave you, the first definition, upper limit and lower limit and all. Based on that you have to write the answer. Let us move to the next question. The next one is second question of the same exercise. Find the class mark of the class. Now I have given you the formula, lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. So when I want to find out the class mark, what I need to do is I need to simply add this 35 plus 40 upon 2. Okay, so it comes to 75 upon 2, and when you divide it you will get the answer of the class mark. Is the concept clear? It is purely based on the definition or the formula which I have given you. So it comes to lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. Write the formula, 35 plus 40 upon 2, 75 upon 2, divided 37.5. Okay, so nothing new I am telling you in this. It is as easy as write the formula, substitute the values and get the answer. Okay, so any class interval given to you, you can find the class mark by simply adding the upper and lower limit and dividing it by 2. So this is a method. Okay, let me change the number. You should be able to do it if you remember the formula. So write this and let us move to the next question. I hope you are understanding it. The third question is, if the class mark is 10, class width is 6, find the classes. Now the problem in this sum is we don't know upper limit and lower limit. They have given you two important terms, the formulas which I gave you just now. I gave you the class width formula also, I gave you class mark formula also. They are telling us class mark is 10, class width is 6, find the classes. Okay, now how to do this? The first step is, let us assume the upper limit as x and lower limit as y. Okay, now one by one we will try to understand. First thing is class mark. Formula is this, upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. Now what was the lower limit that I have assumed here? Lower limit is y. What is the upper limit? It is x. Okay, so substitution, class mark is given as 10 in this case, right? So it will be 10 is equal to x plus y upon 2. Now this can be multiplied here. This 2 will go up and get multiplied here. What we will get? 10 into 2 is 20. So first equation is x plus y is equal to 20. I hope this concept is clear. Number it as equation number 1. Next is class width. Formula I gave you, upper class limit minus lower class limit. So it is x minus y is equal to 6. This is what we have assumed, upper class limit as x, lower class limit as y. Difference between them is nothing but class width, yes, and that is given as 6. So like this I can get two very easy equations which can be further simplified. Yes, this method we have already finished in linear equations chapter, and now what we have to do is to simplify this two easy equations. What was the first equation? X plus y is equal to 20. Correct. What is the second equation? X minus y is equal to 6. Now these two equations can be added, and by adding what will happen? Plus y and minus y will get cancelled. X and x is 2x. 20 plus 6 is 26. So 2x is equal to 26. Correct. So x will be equal to 26 upon 2. That comes to 13. So one of the value upper class limit was x, that we have got as 13. Now what? We need to find out the lower class limit also. That we can find out by substituting it in equation number 1 or 2. So substituting x is equal to 13 in equation number 1. What do I get? See, 13 x plus y is 20. So 13 plus y is 20. Shift this 13 this side. It will become minus. Y is equal to 20 minus 13. So y is 7. I have got y as 7 and x as 13. So what will be the class interval? It will be 7 to 13. I hope you have understood all the steps of this. Now this sum is very important. maybe 2 or 3 marks question. Very important, both the concepts which I have explained you today is used in this. I have explained you today that class width is nothing but upper limit minus lower class limit, that is used in this sum. Then I have explained you about class mark or midpoint, that was upper limit upon lower limit plus lower limit upon 2. Okay, so whatever we have learned today, based on this we have solved these 3 sums from the exercise. I hope you have understood all these 3 sums. Please revise it and complete your book till this sum. We will meet in the next session with the remaining part of the practice set. Till then, thank you and goodbye.